It feels like the day after Christmas, and I feel like we have to address this look real quick. Freddie's holding a little grudge.
You sick, ain't right you?
Now.
You sick?
Yes, but I'm all good now.
We gonna do this podcast, but you sick.
I was, but I think you're safe now. I think you're safe to take off the mask. I'm good. I'm ready. I've ate my vitamins, said my prayers.
If you get me sick, that's your ass.
Good. That's a threat on camera, by the way. So I can use this in a court of law. So if anything happens to me, you guys know now.
You and I were supposed to spend WrestleMania together.
I know.
So you watched it here at the compound.
I owe you one. Life happens.
By yourself.
Yeah.
While I was in Hollywood at Dave & Buster's.
So I feel like you have the better end of the stick, right?
Well, yeah, I guess. Free
if you
food,
are sick, you're fine.
Free food, free drinks. I don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't drunk since August 2017, but, it was off the hook. Dave & Buster's, record numbers there. WrestleMania, everyone was so excited, so happy to see me. And I was a fan.
Yeah.
I've been a fan since I came out the womb. I'm stealing your stuff.
Heard that before.
I'm stealing your stuff. And these fans were some of the most loyal people I have ever met. Honest, if Kofi didn't win, these people said that they were going to riot.
Kofi a riot.
They were going to riot, man. I was nervous. I was nervous, man. I didn't know what was going to happen.
I believe it, man.
But what an amazing experience. The people there want to hear our podcast.
That's so dope.
So I think in the future, we'll be able to film our podcast there and get other fans' opinion about the business.
Yeah, hey, fun, man.
I always say wrestling, it's all ice cream, just different flavors. So I was a fan before I got into the business, and I'll always be a fan now that I'm not with WWE. I'll always be a fan.
Right.
No, I'm not one of those.
It's for life, right?
For life. And I'm not one of those grizzled. I'm not grizzled. I'm not one of those bitter people. I love my bitter people. Block the hate,
You have some bitter people in your life?
Hey, let your haters be your motivators, But like I said, I'm a fan. I enjoy listening to what the fans have to say. I'm a fan myself. And WrestleMania, man, was off the hook in my opinion.
It was amazing, man. So that's what this episode is actually going to be talking about. We're going to review everything that happened in WrestleMania, and I know that's a lot to cover. But before we do all that, make sure you guys subscribe to our iTunes. We're on iTunes now. I'll link it down below. If you guys like what we do, make sure you give us a 5-star rating and leave a comment. And subscribe to our channel. Now that all the plugs are out of the way.
What you got going on there?
Oh, okay. See, I knew that I was kind of like on your bad side a little bit after the whole WrestleMania incident. So I threw in the Nexus shirt, to balance it out. And I got your pin in there to block the hate.
All right.
So, just trying to ease this like Montreal screw job tension we have going on.
Well, let's get to business.
Man, you know what? A lot of people were complaining that WrestleMania was 7 hours long, but as far as I'm concerned, it could have gone for 24 hours.
Sure.
Because we waited, at least me, speaking for myself, I waited all year for this day. So it's kind of like, it's my Christmas, Like, if it's going to be more than 5 hours, I'm not going to complain about that, man.
No,
we're going to have to wait another, 364 days till the next one. I'm glad that it was, super long.
Sure.
So it's worth it,
Sure. How many matches?
16, man.
Total? I thought it was 17, but 16 total.
We'll go over it, but it was 16. Counting all the pre-shows.
Did you see the pre-show stuff? I didn't see the pre-show stuff.
I did.
So don't quiz me on that.
So you started when?
I started
the event?
Yolanda Adams, my girl.
Okay, so that's an event.
Singing America the Beautiful. It was soulful.
It was.
I loved it. I loved it. And that's what WrestleMania needed. Some soul, baby.
Yeah, it was a good opening. So do you know what happened during the pre-show at all?
The results? I heard what happened.
Okay.
I heard what happened.
Okay, so the pre-show started with the Cruiserweight match with Buddy Murphy going one-on-one against Tony Nese for the Cruiserweight title. And it was a decent match. I personally loved the Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali WrestleMania match better last year. But they pulled off a lot of great maneuvers. But I guess the reason why I wasn't too amazed by it is because I kind of wish that it was two different guys on the cruiserweight match, because when I think of cruiserweight, I think of Lince Dorado, I think of Grand Metalik, like guys like, you know, that has that cruiserweight size. And to me, I don't think of them when I think of the cruiserweight division, especially Tony Nese. He's so built, and Buddy Murphy, they're just same body type.
What, you think those guys should be up on the main roster, or what do you think?
Yeah, that too, but I don't think
they're too big for 205.
I think so, and I don't think they should have represented that division, but they did a great job. They pulled off the match. It was amazing, but I guess a lot of people weren't invested in it too, because not a lot of people watch 205 live either, including myself. So the story wasn't there. I just felt like I was watching two wrestlers going at it for a championship, and there was no meaning behind it other than that.
It was a big win for me because Tony Nese, and I'm sure we'll get to Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, they're all from the Northeast area.
Yeah.
We all came up together, so it's a big win for my hometown, Northeast area.
Mm-hmm. And after that was the Women's Battle Royal. Do you know who won that one?
No.
It was Carmella.
Carmella.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I enjoyed, because I think it's really cool that they're pushing her, because I think she's talented. You know, I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of her in-ring work as much, but she definitely grabs your attention.
That's right. Hopefully she's working on that at the live events, because that's where you get those extra reps and getting live events, getting in the ring there early and just trying to get better. I know Lana, she was notorious for doing that. She was always ringside, working out, getting better.
That's good.
Because you got to be ready for your in-ring debut when it happens. So
I remember during the show Total Divas, Nia Jax was kind of saying like, "Hey, why do you want to be a wrestler? Like, you're good. You're a manager. Like, you're over. Like, people."
She wants more. She's a hard worker.
Yeah,
she's a hard worker. I mean, I'm scared of her. I'm scared.
Nia?
Or
no, Alana.
Alana.
Oh,
she's a hard worker.
Why are you scared of her?
That's another episode.
Okay.
It's not even another. It's not even another episode, but I'm just scared of her. I'm scared of certain divas like her.
Oh, is she like a mean girl?
No, she's not mean to me, but I think she can be mean.
Okay.
I don't want to be on her mean side.
I hear you.
Her, like Alicia Fox. You know,
they gossip, and it's like
the
popular girls in school.
Yeah, and I just listen to it, and I don't, talk to any of the girls about themselves.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't get involved, but I listen to them. But yeah, Lana's a hard worker, man. She's a hard working woman, man. She wants more. She wants to do better. She wants to do more than manage. So.
Yeah, I mean, she's doing a lot,
yeah.
You know. But again, going with the females battle royal, nothing really stood out to me. I like that Naomi got her own entrance because she won last year, so they gave her that spotlight. And of course, Asuka got her own entrance too, which is really cool.
Sure.
But yeah, what is it? Carmella did that trick where like she got out of the ring, people forgot about her.
Okay.
And I can't remember who it was, but it was one last woman standing, and Carmella snuck up behind her like, "Hey, like, haven't eliminated me," and then like she pulled that elimination. But it was entertaining. It was cool. Nothing like memorable, but it was good.
I'm upset. I'm upset because I missed the beginning because it was still sunny outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like when the show starts and the dome is open and it's light and then it kind of gets dark. So yeah, I missed that.
I accidentally watched the pre-show because I was just so excited for WrestleMania. I went to the network just to see like, what do they got going on, anything to prep for it, and then I clicked on it just in time because like I clicked on it at 2:00 and that's when the whole thing started. Yeah. And I'm like, why didn't they promote this? Because they promoted WrestleMania starting at 4 p.m.
Yeah. And
I thought that it was gonna be including the pre-show, but yeah, it was like from 2 to 9:30 the whole show, which is cool. And then so those were the two shows in the first hour of the pre-show, and then I think the second hour they went live on the USA Network.
Okay.
But it was still considered the kickoff, and this might be, as weird as this sounds, this might be my favorite match of the night. But it was, again, on the kickoff, but it was Hawkins and Ryder against Revival.
Okay.
And man, with the whole streak, I had that mentality in my mind watching WrestleMania, if anything else, if Hawkins and Ryder wins, like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good, man.
Of course, they did.
It was, you know, everyone, they're so like, oh, you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it.
Mom.
Hello?
Mom, I'm filming right now. I'm filming with Arnold. I'm not talking to you now.
Oh,
Hey, you're on the podcast again.
oh my God! I'm sorry.
It's all good, no worries. I enjoy it. I love having surprise guests.
Hold on. You want to know why I'm not talking to you?
Why?
You took my spotlight at Wrestlemania.
Oh, yeah. That's a good story to tell.
I
You
had such a ball.
wait. You were at the Yankees game. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes or so. Yankees game. What happened?
Okay, the Yankees lost, but that was bad weather. It was cold. Anyway, I met Alex Rodriguez. I got
A-Rod.
to meet Aaron Judge, everybody. And Titus and Maddie
Titus
and
and-
Braun Strowman. It was
Mhm.
awesome. It was awesome. I had a great time.
What, did anyone ask about me or what?
Everybody asked about you.
Aw.
Like who? Who? I want to know.
Well, I'll tell you this. I was in the green room sitting down, and Maddie walked in, and she made a beeline right to me, and she's like, hey, and how much she misses you and stuff like that. And that spoke volumes about you.
Oh yeah, of course. I know.
I know.
Maddie, she made a beeline right over to me. It was so sweet. She's such a nice woman.
She is. We're
Yeah? Always.
yeah, absolutely. What else happened?
It was just, the Yankee game was just amazing. It was just amazing. Just to be on the field and I just had a blast.
Well,
Well, Wrestlemania in itself was the women's match. Oh my God.
Where'd you see it at?
I saw that. Well, I can't say I saw it at work, but I saw the best matches. I saw the best matches at home.
Okay.
The women's match, I was at home when I saw that. That was just sick. It was sick. But I'm glad Becky the Man won, but my girl Charlotte, I wanted Charlotte to win.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Charlotte, but they all performed just better than the guys did, I think.
All right. Take it easy now.
Guys.
Yeah. Wait. There's room for everyone at the finish line.
I'm sorry. And I love Shane O'Mac. Oh my God. The stunts he pulls, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. We love Shane O'Mac. We really do.
Shane O'Mac, I love Shane O'Mac.
You remember Mom? You remember Shane O'Mac? We were all sitting in catering at WWE.
Uh-huh.
What were we talking about? We were talking about politics.
Yeah. We were talking about politics.
Yeah, we'll just keep it at that.
Awkward.
Yeah, and I was getting pissed, huh?
Yeah, you were getting a little heated. But, no, he was great.
Yeah.
That was a good match.
Yeah.
That was a great match.
Yeah. All right. So,
I started,
huh?
you know, every time I call you, I always call at the wrong time. Maybe you should pick up the damn phone and call your damn mother more often. How about that?
Got him.
How about that? I wouldn't have to be calling you at the wrong time if you picked up your damn phone.
All right.
Did I just read him?
All right. Did you just do what?
I just read you.
Yeah. Yeah, you just cut a promo. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. So, you see anyone else at WWE?
I saw Mark Carrano.
Oh, what did he say?
He looked great.
He looked great?
He looked totally different. He looked good.
Mm.
Who else?
Okay.
I saw the Big Show. He's coming out of the green room. I didn't want to bother him.
Yeah, you don't. You
the
don't.
Big Show has the biggest hands I've ever seen in my life.
I believe that.
My God.
I believe that.
Yeah.
He has the biggest hands I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He shook my hand one time and he covered my whole hand.
But he's a gentle giant in the ring. I don't feel anything with him. I bounce off him like a teddy bear.
Nice.
All right. Well, we got.
And I'm glad Kofi. I'm sorry.
No, that's great, Mom, because I was doing an appearance last night in Hollywood at Dave & Buster's, and the place was gonna riot if Kofi didn't win. And you know how LA is.
Oh yeah, we didn't want that to happen.
That would have been bad.
Yeah, LA.
Yeah, so I was very nervous, but yeah, we're very happy for Kofi, and we're gonna talk about him. So we got to get to the podcast, all right? So I'll talk to you later, huh?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good. No worries.
Like I said, pick up your damn brother. I love you, Ron.
I love you too. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye. Love you.
Well, dude, that was the whole podcast. I think we're good. She
No,
covered
shit.
everything.
Damn it. But yeah, I love my mom.
That was great,
I love
man.
her.
She's our forever guest.
Oh, always.
Always.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about. We talk all the time. Mm-hmm. We talk all the time. And
She just wants more.
She just wants too damn much.
More.
She knows what days I film with you.
She's right back. She wants, call me more. Call me more. But anyways, so the ride, he stopped just in time. My dog Junior.
Damn
was
it,
barking.
Junior.
Yeah.
This is
He got
important
wild up,
stuff.
man.
This is important stuff.
And this is my favorite match, Junior, that I'm going to talk about. Hawkins and Ryder. I'm so glad that happened. Kind of like it fit in a perfect world. I wish it was in the main card. But this WrestleMania, I considered the 4 pre-show matches part of the main card anyways, you know.
Absolutely.
So it was so great, and it was nice because they had an interview with Hawkins and Ryder prior to the match, and they brought up Ryder's WrestleMania moment when he won the Intercontinental Championship, and you know, he was saying like, oh, but tonight it's all about my boy Hawkins. This is his moment, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. And you know, you kind of already knew that was gonna happen, but still didn't take away from the moment and the win. And
You felt like that they were gonna win?
I knew that they were gonna win.
Yeah.
Because it would have been so sad if they didn't. Because it's almost like a 2-year storyline if you think about it. Because Hawkins' like losing streak is like over like 200 something, 65-0, and like the way the match was told, the story in the ring was so amazing because I feel like Kurt Hawkins has that ability to get sympathy from the crowd, because for one, like they have their respect. You know, he's been in the game for a while now, and he's done the work, whether you see it or not. Like, he's there on main events, even though you guys don't see him on Raw. He's working. He's not just chilling and catering, you know, and getting paid for that. He's definitely putting in the time, and all the stuff that he's done out of WWE, his wrestling school, his podcast.
Very successful wrestling school.
That's awesome, man. And I know you didn't see it, but the whole match was basically Hawkins taking it from the Revival, and you know, it was one of those like. And
how was the crowd? Did the crowd get behind him?
Yes, that's what I was happy about too, because it was their hometown. You know.
Why not? Northeast, man, New York, man. Perfect story. I'm sure it was a beautiful story told.
Yeah, and Hawkins did that, like pretending that he was out in the last minute. He did the, what do you call that? Like. Schoolboy kind of, not a school.
It was a small package.
Small package. He did a small package on Scott Dawson for the 1, 2, 3.
Give him that moment, baby. Give him that
crowd pop. The crowd pop. It was amazing.
And how were they? Were they crying or?
Not crying, but like how Zack Ryder won it, like that emotion.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like crying, but he was just like, wait, what happened? he did that whole like, wait, what happened? Did I just win? And of course, Ryder came in there and, you know, celebrated with him.
Hawkins is a guy, like, if I need an intricate spot or something in the match or something that needs to be cute, I go to him. Hey, Hawkins, how does this sound? Or what should I do here? He's like a go-to guy. He's a great mind when it comes to ring psychology.
I bet, man. Well, he's like, is he the only teacher in his school? Or no, he's running it with other people, right?
He's running it with other people.
it's called Create a Pro, right?
Create a Pro.
Yeah. So that was amazing, but I was kind of low-key disappointed that they cut the celebrations short because it went to Corey Graves right after, but it happened.
One monkey don't stop no show. You got to keep it moving, baby.
But I wish, because that was my WrestleMania moment that I was looking for. I wish the celebration was a little longer.
Well, I'm sure they'll be celebrating on Raw. I hope they don't lose them, man.
I know everyone was saying that, don't lose it in the next 24 hours.
Have fun with it, promote it at the school, all that stuff. Do some appearances, and stuff like that.
And after that was the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And who won that one? Oh, of course, what am I saying?
Strowman, right?
Strowman.
Yeah.
Did you see any of that?
No, I didn't see any of that.
Dude, Braun, his entrance, he ripped off his shirt, and that dude is ripped now.
Yeah, he looks good. I can tell in the arms, yeah.
Not six-pack. It's
Six-pack,
crazy, yeah. He's
Holy moly.
He might start wrestling with his shirt off now. He can do it.
And Braun is the type of guy, man, I love him to death. He's the guy that when you sit with him in the locker room, I'm a quiet guy, so I do my own thing and stuff like that. And he's the type of guy, he'll be like, hey, Darren, check this out on my phone. It's me shooting a deer. Or check out this gun.
He's such a mountain man.
Yeah, I'm not interested in... Why do you think I'm interested in guns? But I still want to be around him, man. Yeah. I still love it because I'm just giddy and laughing. Yeah. Hey, check this out. I killed a hog with my bare hands. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's freaking killer, and I love you to death,
Yeah.
But he's so kind to my mom. And he was wondering, I guess, where I was, WrestleMania.
That's
but
cool.
He's just so kind to my people. And he's the type of guy, he'll be like... If it's WrestleMania, hey boys, it's WrestleMania season. It's time to get lean and mean. And then he'll look at you, and I'm laughing, and he's looking at me, and it keeps going. He's one of those guys. He'll say something funny, and whoever's laugh, he'll look at him, and he'll keep going.
It's good, man. He seems so funny.
Oh, I love him, man. I love him.
There's this picture of Braun Strowman before people really got to know his outside personality, but it was the first picture that people saw. Wait, Braun's kind of like a goofball. You know what I'm talking about? Was this I don't know if we're thinking the same thing, but him with he's in the shower and he has he did a mohawk on his hair or something like that with the foam, with the soap foam and everything.
He probably did. No, I didn't see that shot.
Were you thinking it was something else or no?
I've seen something else that he's posted on his social media, just being a goofball.
That's
but
cool.
Why would you think I'm interested in you killing hunting?
Yeah. Man, but it was what it was, the Battle Royal. They had the segment with the two SNL actors, and they led it to believe that they actually might win because it ended up being Braun and the two actors left, the last three, but of course Braun took it, but it was fine.
I was asking a fan at my appearance, the fans in attendance, because I was talking about the pre-show. I was asking them about the pre-show, and one thing that I remember is they said, I asked, how did they sell it? Did they sell it like Umaga when Umaga beat up the Jackass guys?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember when Umaga, the Jackass guys, did an appearance and Umaga beat him up and splashed him. And then they kind of no-selled it. And then
really?
And he kind of threw him out Umaga threw him out the ring and stuff like that. But I was wondering if they sold it.
They did. It was good. Well, Braun kept it light on them. So one of the guys who played the baby face out of the duo, Braun didn't really get him that much. He just literally slapped him on the face and he fell off the ring apron. And I think the other guy he just threw out. It was fine. Oh yeah, he threw out, and of course all these wrestlers was there to catch him. But it was a fun moment. It was cool.
That's good.
Yeah. So those are the 4 pre-show matches. So that's 4 out of the 16. And then the show started, and I think it was... so Hart watched it with me, right?
Oh, okay.
She watched some parts.
Did you get my heart sick too?
No, she's fine. She's fine. We're the same person, so if I'm healed, she's healed.
Yeah.
But she's watching Alexa Bliss start off the show, and She's like, is she new? And then I'm like, kind of. She's like, she's so awkward on the mic. And I'm like, oh, she's not usually like that, but it's just usually like WrestleMania. Like, I guess like, you know, like she got the jitters. Like, she's so awkward. But like, I like how the show started with the whole like, oh, if I can give you a WrestleMania moment, I can with the snap of my finger.
And boom, Paul Heyman, huh?
Oh no, Hogan.
Oh shit, I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah, but I like that Paul Heyman entrance though.
Yeah.
But
Hogan.
But I thought it was cool that they got the music spot on as soon as she snapped it. Dun, dun, dun. It wasn't as big of a pop as WrestleMania 30 with Austin, Rock, and Hogan.
Yes, and they did their promo.
My God, Hogan. My God, do your research, man, because he made fun of himself, but he did it again. He's like, oh, like, I'm so excited to be here on the silver, and then like he caught himself like, oh, just kidding, guys. Like, remember when he messed that up?
Yes.
But he's like, just kidding, brothers. I'm here in the MetLife Center. And then like, it's not the MetLife Center, it's the MetLife Stadium. So he didn't even like catch that, but he did it again.
Yeah.
But it was funny. No one like, only Corey Graves made that remark. Like, I guess MetLife Stadium, but same thing, Hogan. He said something like that.
Yeah. Call him out on it.
Yeah.
Call him out on it. That's funny.
But yeah, go ahead. You're talking about Heyman.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I jumped the gun because immediately when she snapped her fingers, I thought that's when Heyman came out. But for him to start the show early, I know a lot of the fans in attendance were saying, oh, that's a Bruce Pritchard move, you know, and these fans, you know, these are diehard fans, you know, so they listen to the podcast.
Bruce Pritchard's back, that's right.
Yeah, they listen to the podcast, and I agree, that was probably a Bruce Pritchard idea, you know, start off the show with Brock, him coming out and Brock. And
I love Heyman's like little power walk. Like, he had a mission, man. He was over it.
Business.
Yeah.
Time to take care of business.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a really cool way to start it, you know, especially with how long of a night that it was gonna be. You know, you gotta like pace it, and you know, it's nice to start off with a bang. Yeah. And what do you think of the match with Rollins and Brock?
The fans in attendance was like, oh man, that was kind of easy win for Seth, huh? Easy win. How many stomps? Three. Man, wait. First, a shot in the nuts, right?
Yep,
when you have to take down the beast, you have to use everything.
Yeah.
He ain't going down easy. So what? Shot to the balls and curb stomp. Oh, it was crazy.
I liked it because it made it realistic.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're gonna go to a fight with a trained mixed martial art fighter, that's how you beat them.
Yeah.
You know, this is not like a movie where like the little guy perseveres and wins. Like if you're gonna portray this reality, like you do what it takes, and the referee wasn't looking, low blow, finishing move 3 times, and that's how you do it. I liked it.
And a lot of the loyal fans that were in attendance, one that was sitting next to me said that he'd love to see Paul Heyman go with Ronda. When is that ever gonna happen?
What do you mean, like one-on-one with Ronda?
No, actually go like manage her.
I don't know. Like that'd be cool. Like I'm not against that, but I don't know if Braun would want to like spend his time doing that, right? Like he's such a like me person. Like, do you think he'll take?
No, Ronda.
Brock managing Ronda?
No, Ronda and Paul Heyman.
Oh, Ronda and Paul.
Ronda and Paul Heyman. They've never teased anything like that, right?
No, but I think Ronda always kind of makes it clear that she doesn't want to be labeled as the same lane as Brock. Like she always goes like, I'm not Brock Lesnar. Yeah. I'm not Brock Lesnar. That's why I show up to these house shows. That's why I'm there every Monday night. Yeah. So I don't think she wants to be portrayed in that light. But I agree, if it happens, like that'd be such a easy transition.
Like when Paul Heyman came out, one of the fans was like, who's the best manager of all time, you know? WWE, a lot of fans want to see more managers. So what do you think? More managers? I say, why not? You know?
I love managers, man. Like, I think they should. I mean, growing up, I love Paul Bearer. I love Jim Cornette. You know, who else was there? Like Sable, Marlena. It just adds an extra dynamic to the character. Sure. It's like an extension of them.
More managers. And from what I heard from the loyal wrestling fans, that they're actually have one manager, just one down at the performance center, one manager that's just manager, not wrestling, training.
Oh, cool.
So I guess maybe they could be leaning towards more managers, but I'm a big fan of managers.
I am, but you know what? I don't like Leo Rush as Bobby Lashley's manager.
A lot of fans didn't like it either.
Only because I feel like he should be actually working.
But you know what? Tell a story. Let them
be invested
in both of them. Just keep doing your thing, and then just do a ethnic version of Shawn Michaels Diesel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know, something like
For
that,
sure.
or like have Leo be the underdog,
Yeah.
then like they can have a match.
You're right, man.
Why not?
And I'm sure that's where it's leading to,
Yeah, that's like longevity, you manage them, and then fight for a little bit, and then have a babyface run, and you never know.
And I think if they're gonna go that route, Leo's gonna be a great babyface because here's this small, athletic, gifted kid that's going over like this humongous, monstrous like fighter, and it's easy to get behind. So that'd be cool.
And recently Leo did an interview and he mentioned me, and
nice.
he actually had a story about, and I remember him seeing him at the airport. I was going from city to city early in the morning. I think maybe I was traveling home, and I ran into him at the airport. And I didn't know who he was, honestly. He came up to me, and he had a devastating story about, I think his girlfriend had broke up with him. And he's mentioned all this, that there was a time where he was down and out. And at that time, he was down and out, and he was wrestling for ROH.
Wow.
I think he might have got kicked out of his home. Because he was living home, I believe. So look at him now. He's doing great. And I told him 5, 6 a.m. in the airport. Everyone's tired, but I told him, I said, hey, man, just keep your head up, and anything can happen. WWE isn't just looking for 6'6", 300-pound guys. They're looking for all different sizes and shapes, so never say never. So I gave him good words and everything. And he mentioned me, like I said in an interview about me giving him some kind words. But yeah, I definitely see him. He's young too.
Yeah, he's 24.
Yeah.
They said he's the 24, I don't know, like I forgot what it was, like 24 pound of gold or something like that.
Yeah, man of the hour,
Yeah.
all that other good stuff. Yeah.
He's a dad, did you know that?
Yes.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. But yeah, like I love his match with Finn Balor that he had on Raw like a while back. And that's when I actually really first saw his in-ring work. I'm like, man, this dude's like just as talented as Finn, or if not even more.
Sure.
But yeah, what was I over that? Oh yeah, the Universal. Yeah, I'm happy for Seth, man. Like even though it was such a like short match, I think it was still satisfying. That he slayed the beast.
So is Brock gonna go to UFC apparently?
I think so. I think he might have a one-off in UFC. Like I think he had
one more fight with them or something.
Like one more like payday against, I forgot who the other fighter is.
Comier.
Maybe.
And that's all wrestling right there.
Oh, he's like a grappler?
Yeah, wrestler versus wrestler.
Oh, wow.
So that would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
I love UFC. I just love it, but
yeah.
This is pro and bro wrestling.
But yeah, Seth definitely had his moment, and it's nice that he finally, has a big title again, because it's been a while since he was like a world champion, and he did such great work with the Intercontinental Championship. But it's nice to be like him being the man again, like on Raw,
Yeah, and don't forget, I'm a gear guy, so gear was on point. It was all black, gold, and white.
I expected more from Seth.
I expected more too, but
it was fine.
Costumes are very exciting to me. Wrestlemania, baby.
Yeah.
Wrestlemania. So yeah, his stuff was on point.
Yeah, it was, to me, it was clean, but it wasn't like whoa, because like he kind of like he gave us high hopes based on his like past WrestleMania gear, but it was cool. It was cool. And then after that was the AJ Styles versus Randy Orton.
Oh, I was happy to see that. Big time, Randy Orton and AJ Styles. I remember Mark Henry on his radio show saying that it's main event type quality. Yeah, it's main event type quality, but these two OGs had promos where they were taking shots at each other. So I believed it.
Yeah.
I believed it. And AJ going over is great.
Yeah.
Great. I love Randy. I love him to death. I love to see him go over, but these
he doesn't
guys,
need it.
Yeah, he don't need it.
Yeah.
Exactly, he don't need it.
Yeah.
His gear was on point. AJ's stuff was on point.
Yeah. I kind of wish that they had like a cooler, a better spot for the whole RKO thing. Like I thought that it was cool that on the last SmackDown, AJ Styles went for the phenomenal forearm and Randy caught him with the RKO, which got me to believe like, okay, so if they did that on SmackDown, they must have something even more amazing on WrestleMania. But the story was just the fact that like, oh, now like AJ's aware of that move. So when he got onto the top rope, Randy went for the RKO, but obviously no one was there. And then, so it's kind of like AJ learned his lesson, and now he knows how to strategize the match. But I was waiting for that special RKO moment. That didn't really happen. Like, yes, an RKO happened, but it wasn't like a WrestleMania RKO where it's this like innovative way.
Like the way Seth did it. Seth and him did it, where Seth went for the curb stomp and then popped up RKO.
They always play that in the highlights, man.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Clean. I think I played it on my IG story as a favorite moment of mine.
You know what my favorite RKO is? When it was against Evan Bourne, and Evan Bourne was going for the shooting star.
Oh, yes.
And then Randy just got up a little bit and then hit him with the RKO. That was the best.
Live theater, baby. One take.
Yeah, it has to be.
One take, man.
Yeah.
You can't walk through that. You can kind of feel it out. Like, all right, he's going to come at this speed.
Yeah, that's crazy. Randy's so talented, man.
Smooth as butter. So I was happy to see the OG in there.
Yeah. And the next match is another personal favorite of mine because, again, I love the Usos. And I was so happy that, one, that they're on the main card. Two, that they were the tag champs. And three, that they retained. Because at this point, like, that's the pinnacle of what you can do as a tag team. Retaining your tag team gold at WrestleMania. The next one will be having the tag team championship as the main event. But that was amazing, man. With
all white too.
Oh, that was clean.
All white was clean, man.
Dude, I told you, if I was ever a wrestler, like, my swag would like probably be like the Usos, because they had like the hoodie.
Well, you can't wear the white all the time. It's got to be for only.
Oh, it's got to be special.
Special, because that white gets dirty so quick.
Yeah, I'm sure, man. Well, it was them, The Bar, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rusev, and Aleister Black and Ricochet. I love Ricochet's entrance. They really gave him the time to like soak it all in, like they.
Hollywood was going crazy for his.
Oh, cool. Good.
Big fans of Ricochet.
Good. I've seen him wear that ring gear before, though, with the wings. I think he wore it on NXT before, but like it was still really cool with the cape and the two wings in the back.
Yeah.
And they had so many great spots in that match, and I love the spot where they were all in the corner and they went for this like quadruple suplex. Yeah. But Ricochet's so talented that he flipped over and landed on his feet, and he had that moment where like, whoa, like I made it out alive.
And all the fans were saying, oh, he didn't land on his feet. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's fine.
He made it look cute. He worked it. Yeah, he landed, rolled into the corner, and then went to it.
I mean, if he were to land on his feet, he would have had that moment where it's kind of like, but the fact that he stumbles, kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm okay. Like that was cool. That was still cool.
And that's one take, bro. Like, it's WrestleMania. It's like so many bodies in there. We're professional stuntmen, so he puts his body on the line every time he goes out there.
And the Samoans had like their shining spotlight too with the double splash from the top rope, which is really cool.
Yes.
So I'm super happy for them. Great match. Again, like so many amazing workers in that match, man. Oh my gosh, Cesaro's swing.
Oh goodness, how long did he go for that?
Man, I want to say like 4 or 5 minutes. Because did you catch that he had a second breath?
Yes.
He went, and then he's like, all right, let's do it again. And he had the same like momentum.
And then slapped in the sharpshooter and like did not like stumble. I would have been stumbling and stuff like that. I forget what the key is. The key is to just.
You did it on me, dude.
Oh.
You remember that?
Yeah.
You gave me the Cesaro swing.
Yeah, the Nutella gimmick.
That was so fun to take, by the way. Being in a Cesaro swing feels like you're in this like little teapot ride. It's so fun.
And I've tagged him in it before, and he got a good laugh at it. But yeah, that guy has incredible athlete.
Yeah.
Him and Luke Harper are two guys I always like. Not question myself in the ring, but you feel like you're in a fight. You can kiss and make up with these guys backstage, but when you're out there, I always treat it like it's real. I don't like when people make me laugh, like on live events, like Hunico and these guys try to make me laugh. I take it very seriously, So I'm always talking shit in the ring, and
but everything was just so great about that match, man. It was flawless to me. the next one is the Shane McMahon versus The Miz, and that one, that match stood out for me.
Oh, really? Why?
Because of the whole story and like the emotion that Miz had in his face, and it kind of brought me back to The Rock and Mankind, to their like Sunday night, like Super Bowl Sunday Night Heat halftime show.
Yeah.
It's so rare these
the
days.
empty arena match?
That too, and also I think the Valentine's Day massacre, whatever, when it was like too much, when Mick took so many chair shots to the head.
Yeah, from The Rock, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's so rare.
Oh, that's when
his kids.
Oh, his kids, yeah, and
man.
his wife was pissed.
Yeah, the kids are like, he went to his kids after that match, like, did you guys have fun?
Oh,
and the wife was like, what do you think? They were crying.
No more headshots, baby. No more headshots.
Can't do that anymore. But their match was so refreshing because it doesn't happen a lot that they get to brawl outside of the ring and into the crowd. It happens here and there, but not as often as they used to do it. And I thought that was really cool because we haven't seen that in a while. And they had that big spot with the suplex, that Jeff Hardy landing.
I'm a fan. I enjoyed it. But the fans in attendance at the event I was at, they were like, it's padded, this, that. Oh, damn it, just watch it as a fan. And I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
But,
It's still scary,
I would have been scared, man. I guess you just go. It's WrestleMania, but I would have been scared as hell.
I mean, you're falling backwards, and, you have to make sure you land flat on your back, and you have no control on how it's going to go. That's scary, but I'm sure, The Miz was mentally prepped for that.
He's a trooper, man. I love him.
Hey, the dad did a good job, huh?
What did the dad do exactly? Because granted, don't forget, I had a lot of fans around me, so I was talking to people. But what did he do?
Shane was gonna go off of the turnbuckle and land on the Miz on the announcer table, but the dad kind of like guarded him and blocked him. So Shane was like, you know what? Come to the ring, and the dad sold it. He acted really concerned, really protective over his son. So he had. It was so real. He had this he had his two fists up like this, like ready to fight Shane, and Shane kind of undermined him, he helped him put it up like this, So he had that moment, and I forgot if he actually touched Miz's dad, but Miz came in for the save, but.
Okay.
Mr. Miz did really good.
Mr. Miz.
He did really good. He played his part really well.
Using all the furniture around.
Yes, yeah.
Using it all, baby. Tell that story.
And I enjoy the fact that Shane won. It continues the story, But, what do you think? Did you like the match?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I love Shane. I love Miz. So seeing them go at it at WrestleMania was a lot of fun to see.
The next match is the women's tag team championship. Iconics, Sasha Banks and Bayley, Natalia, and returning Beth Phoenix, and Nia Jax and Tamina. Yeah, she never skipped a beat, man. She still has her size, her muscles, having 2 daughters, and still being able to be in that shape. It's crazy.
Is Beth going to continue to wrestle? Or
I don't know, man.
I'd love to see Beth and Natty be a team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed watching the match.
I don't know if she is though because of her 2 kids.
2 kids and stuff like that.
I don't think she needs it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. To be honest with you, I don't really remember too many spots in the match, but it was my first time watching the Iconics wrestle.
Okay.
And they are so hilarious, man. They're actually my new favorite tag team.
Get out of here, yeah?
Yeah.
The fans in attendance were very happy to see them win.
Dude, they were so funny. I had no idea, because I think they're real life best friends before they got into the business.
Really?
I think they have pictures of them as kids,
Wow.
So the whole, I don't know if you caught the spot where I guess it's a thing they do a lot. I never paid attention to them, but they do this thing where they kind of pose you are the Iconics or something like that. And they kind of remind me of Edge and Christian.
Okay.
But they are again, I can't put them over enough. I laughed so hard during that part, dude. I gotta show you later.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah,
oh my God, it was so good. Again, like they were obviously the underdog. No one thought they were gonna win.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was everyone but them that they were gonna win. But dude, it was the right call, and I think they need to push them more because those two girls are so entertaining, so funny. Like,
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I love seeing Naya and my girl Tamina out there. I just love them. They're just powerhouses, and I just love them because they're my girls.
Yeah.
So I love that they had their WrestleMania moment being part of the show.
Yeah. And did you see that also Natalie and Beth's entrance, Bret Hart came out too?
Oh yes, huge pop. What the hell at the Hall of Fame? What's going on with that?
Wow, yeah. It's so funny because I watched the Hall of Fame live, and I didn't actually catch that moment. So basically for those who don't know,
so you watched it live, right?
Yeah.
And what, you didn't see them pan at all, or like
I didn't
pan
know,
the camera?
like nothing seemed off to me until like I woke up next morning to a text like, "Oh, did you see this?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" But a fan, first of all, the Hall of Fame, they structured it to a different venue. It's actually an arena with a ring, but there's no like the fourth wall is basically broken. But it's easier for the fans to just come up into the ring, whereas before they have to go through a bunch of people to go up on stage. So this guy during the Hitman speech came in and grabbed Bret by the waistline, and he like kind of like took him down, and actually took like Natty down with them, because Natty was holding on to Bret like this, and they all just fell together. And man, it's so cool that how fast all the wrestlers came in. Like I think all three of the New Day came in. First dude, Dash Wilder got such a good punch.
Oh yeah, he blasted him.
It was literally like had him like this, and then boom, right to his face.
Hey, but did you see how he tried to dip over it, thinking that no one would get him on camera?
No, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, like boom, he hit him, and he act like that,
Oh,
like he didn't
funny.
hit him. I'm like,
Dude.
man, you got him.
It was
You
great,
got him.
and Heath Slater came in too, and
He
did
ain't
his
gonna do. What did Heath do?
To be honest, I didn't see him do anything either. But I think he just wanted like, perfect timing to.
I saw what's Becky Lynch's boyfriend?
Oh, you
right?
mean Ronda's husband?
Oh, Rhonda, yeah.
Yeah, Ronda's husband came in, got a few shots in. Yeah.
Yeah, he got it, and like he was hitting him from the ground.
Yeah, man. And I gotta show you this. No, I did show you a picture of his face afterwards, right? When they took his mugshot.
Yeah.
And it was all like...
Yeah, I don't think that was real.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think that's real?
Fans in attendance at the David Buster says that wasn't real. I thought it was real, bro.
Yeah.
Holy
But they say that he's a training fighter. Like he's a 26-year-old like fighter.
MMA or
MMA.
MMA?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if he's in Bellator US. Probably not, but he's like...
So why Bret Hart? Have you heard anything? Or?
No, I didn't really look into it. I didn't want to give him like more like energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I understand. But why Bret? You know,
yeah, it's weird.
That's incredible.
And I think his like Twitter, wow, his Twitter got like leaked or whatever, and they found out who he was, and you can just tell by some of his tweets that he's not in the like right frame of mind. Like it was just, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but he just seemed like a weird kid.
Whoa.
But yeah, I'm glad. Like again, I didn't catch that watching the Hall of Fame. It just seems so like smooth. But
yeah, they pan that camera quickly. But
yeah. But do you think it's like a 5-second like delay? Is that what it is?
I think it might be like a 7-second delay.
7? Okay.
7. Yeah.
But apparently, I haven't watched back Bret's speech after hearing about that. But apparently, like Bret and Natty was such a pro that they kind of even like made light of the situation. They kind of like cracked a joke about it. But Bret, man, took it like a champ, like nothing happened. And he just like went on with the speech. Like I couldn't tell. Like I had no idea that he was like shook or anything. But man, what a pro.
Yes.
But I like the fact that he kind of came out with Natty and Beth. But I thought he was actually going to walk to the ring with them. But it was just like a quick like...
Yeah, and a lot of the fans said, oh, he's old. I was like, I don't give a damn. I want to see him walk down. You know, he can walk. To
be honest...
He had his moment.
Since they were wearing the pink and black, I thought Bret came behind him, and I thought he had his like old gear. That would have been so cool.
To have his old gear on?
Like anything that's like pink and black, but he just had the leather jacket.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
you ain't gonna see him in his gear now.
You know what Bret said? He said he'll never put that gear on because he's like, because that guy, he's the best there is, the best there was, the best ever will be, and that guy's like a different guy,
Yes.
you know, so he never wants to put it on again. But I respect that. It makes sense. And this.
Wait, and at what point did Scott Hall and Kevin Nash? What was that in between?
I missed that.
Oh, you missed it?
I missed that. I think I was probably like cleaning Junior's poop at the time or something. I missed it. It was real quick.
And I'm thinking in my head, Scott Hall is like, he's like, hey, this is probably Scott Hall. Hey, Vince, it's WrestleMania. You know, put the Outsiders on there. Little skit, get that WrestleMania payday.
Yeah.
WrestleMania payday, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I
why
love
not?
him.
Everyone loved it.
He's an OG. Get that WrestleMania payday. No matter what you're doing, whether you're doing something like that or you're wrestling, WrestleMania, you're going to get paid.
Yeah, man. I'm sure it's a nice payday for everyone.
Yeah.
So now this is the 10th match on the card, and it's the one everyone been waiting for, the WWE Championship match with Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston. I appreciated the fact that Kofi still came out with the New Day, and it's still like the same New Day entrance. Like they're not trying to like single him out. They're promoting this three brotherhood.
Yeah,
Nothing's changed just because Kofi's like in the main event, which is really cool. Daniel Bryan came out, and Daniel Bryan, in my opinion, played his part really well, man.
Sure.
Like he did everything to make Kofi look good. He was a great heel. At one point, he even like taunted the Yes chant, like, you know, throwback to the Wrestlemania.
Yes.
And of course, like the fans were like booing the ish out of that. But it was a great match. I thought it was just a little slow in the beginning.
Slow. A lot of fans said that too. And, and of course, me being in the business, hey, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon, baby. Tell that story.
And it's also like building the chemistry, like easing it in too, you know. But once they got the crowd going, it was on from there, man. With almost like because before, like, I don't know, there's been a few times where Daniel Bryan wrestled and his grappling style kind of bore the crowd. Not the one with Brock Lesnar, the one we watched together. That was like everyone was into it the whole match. But the match that he had with AJ Styles in the Royal Rumble, that was the whole crowd was bored. Like I was there, and like they weren't really into it. It was too boring for them. But
they just wrestled.
What, with AJ?
Yeah,
it was very technical. And I guess it was just the wrong crowd for it. But with Kofi, you know, like the first half, it was a little bit of that where Daniel showed off a lot of his grappling skills, and the crowd wasn't into it at first until there was a lot of close finishes.
Yes.
And that's when like everyone was like, oh my God, it's gonna happen. Like that's when it picked up, and that's when they had the crowd. And it really helped that Big E and Xavier was on the ring apron, because they're the ones to like hype up the crowd, you know?
Sure.
But yeah, what'd you think?
I loved it. You know, always in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about, man, I can definitely see them. He's going to get the win. And then the New Day turn on him, you know?
Oh,
you always think of stuff
that did not run through my mind.
Yeah, that might happen, that you never know, you know?
Yeah.
We want Kofi to have his moment, but what if he doesn't?
Yeah.
You know, what kind of swerve ball can WWE throw at us? Because, you know, they can do it.
I know, man.
They can do it, but I really enjoyed it. I love the false finishes. I love Kofi having that moment. And did you see when his older son Kai?
When he came into the ring?
Yeah.
Or like...
when he came into the ring.
Yeah.
Kai, I love Kai. I haven't been around the younger baby, but Kai is just something else. I remember him in catering. Like his mom was pregnant with the second baby, so I remember him in catering. I was chasing him all around catering because like he was being wild, being sneaky, and he was in catering. He was taking his hand and putting it in the cake and eating it. I'm like, oh my God, you know.
That's
so
funny.
I was, you know, watch him, and Kai is just something else, something else. Man. So I would always call him, hey, you're sneaky. So he went crazy.
Yeah.
He stole the show.
Yeah,
he got up on the ropes.
He
did not care. And I'm
so
happy. He just showcased his personality.
Yeah.
He was genuinely happy that his dad won. He's the first WWE champion.
That's fully black.
And fully embracing it, and he deserved it.
Yeah, man.
You know, not world champion. World champion Ron Simmons.
Sure.
World champion Booker T. World champion Mark Henry. But first, man.
Yeah.
And we needed it so badly, you know? Just because he deserves it, man. It's not something that is given to him. He deserves it, man.
Yeah.
Him and I come up from the same area, the Northeast. He got signed out his tryout match with me. He just had that Jamaican gimmick. He just had that it factor at the time in 2006. And he took it hard in Deep South Wrestling when he got signed. But he stuck with it.
Yeah.
He was down there with Kurt Hawkins and stuff like that.
Wow.
Surviving under Bill DeMont's regime. And he's just had an incredible career. Not that many injuries. Injuries come with the territory, but it was a perfect moment. And like I said, if he didn't win, LA was gonna riot.
Oh,
man.
for sure.
That Dave and Buster's was gonna riot because they were rooting for him. They were going crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that he had his moment. I love how Daniel Bryan, just a year ago, people were all behind that yes movement. Now he is just hated. He's just hated. And one fan was telling me that, you know how much they sell those belts for that he was wearing? I think $5,000.
Jeez.
I mean, again, these are fans telling me their stories.
Yeah.
So I don't know how true it is.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure it is.
But at Access, they were selling it for $5,000.
I don't deny. I'm sure that's true because they promoted that. Oh, like the first like replica Daniel Bryan's new belt. Like, yeah, man. And to be honest, dude, like that belt looks like a pretty cool furniture. Like if you could have that like in the corner or you're like like in a table or something. It fits. It's like with the whole hemp thing. And, like, it fits right in. You know, with a certain look.
Yes. I was very very happy to have his moment. Moving forward, it sends New Day in a different direction.
Yeah.
They could have Freebird rules. They
Exactly.
could, or maybe they could just go their separate ways, and Xavier and Big E can go for the tag team titles or whatever.
Yeah.
Or one of them can turn on one another. Anything can happen, but I don't want to see a turn. I never want to see a turn.
No one wants to see that.
Because it always happens. So, and it's rare that you see guys just go their separate ways.
Yeah.
Titus and I broke up.
Got back together.
Yeah. On NXT we were fighting each other. Then we started teaming together. Then we broke up and then got back together.
Yep.
And again, I always... not take the good with the bad, but it's storytelling. You know? Brothers fight, brothers kiss and make up. So that's how it was. And even when we came together, we might have surprised each other with Christmas gifts, like for being, tag partners and all that stuff. So I don't want to see the New Day
no one does
break up, but Xavier says that he's very surprised how long New Day has been gone. But be proud of that, man.
Yeah.
Be proud of that. He's got his gaming going. And, I'm very happy for them.
Yeah, just like you said, it takes them out of this like tag team glass roof. Now they can just do their own thing but still be a brotherhood. They're more like a tag team now. They're just like a brotherhood, And I don't, me personally, I don't want them to go their separate ways. I want them to pursue... their own thing, but still be New Day. Still like have each other's back, pop for one another, kind of like the Shield in a way. Like they're still kind of like the Shield and Brotherhood. But yeah, I think that was the one WrestleMania moment that we got.
We got it. Well, for me, there's I guess there's two. That one, and I think we'll be getting to it soon.
Yeah, and I know what you're talking about. So the next one after that was the United States Championship match between Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio. And you know what happened? So I was watching that, and then I think I had to go... I think I had to get something in the kitchen, and I went to the kitchen to get something. And when I came back, the match was over.
So what?
But I understand.
Don't talk about my Ray.
I understand why that happened because he injured. He had an ankle injury on Raw, and
I seen it too. Ugly.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
How did he do it?
Baron Corbin flipped Ray over him, and Ray just landed wrong on his ankle.
Yeah. But I like Ray's gear. He was
man.
Aquaman, right?
Yes, I love
dope.
it, love it.
He delivered as usual.
In the future, we'll definitely get one of the best seamstresses around. I call him Makazi. We definitely got to get him on our podcast, and he's really stoked to do it. The gear is, I don't know, Makazi I don't think did it, but yeah, gear is always so cool to me. I can't talk enough about it, but Ray's gear was off the hook, and his theme was Aquaman.
I think. Well, I didn't get his purple cape, what that was about, but for sure, like his green like singlet or whatever, that was like Aquaman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't catch any of that match, but I think it is what it is, just because of Ray's ankle. Like you know, at least he still got to be part of the match.
Exactly.
Still got to be part of WrestleMania,
and
but
get that payday.
I'm sure he was a little devastated that that's not the match he wanted.
Sure.
Especially with Samoa Joe. But then I think it works out at the end because WWE built Samoa Joe as this killer. You know, and that's how he should have been booked all along. And like, you know, for someone, it's believable for him to just go in there, tap someone out real quick with the chokehold and walk out.
And I'm buying it too. You know, they put on the internet that Ray was hurt. You know, so you're going in knowing that it's not going to be a race. You're going into a match hurt.
Yeah.
So, like, you capitalize on it.
Yeah.
The fans know about it. You can't be doing all these flips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just go in there and fight and try to win. You try to win, and, you know, Samoa Joe got the best of him.
But I do wonder, though, if Ray was 100%, would we have gotten a Dominic moment?
Absolutely, I would love to have seen that.
Dominic's his son, for those of you that don't know, but
who's like towering over Ray.
Yeah, and they were promoting him a lot on Raw, like, you know, with this like backstage interview and all that. And
his time will come.
Yeah,
his time will come.
He's 21, young
and
dude.
It'll be great to see. He's 21.
I think so. Yeah,
and it'll be great. I know it'll happen. Father and son. Has that? I know it's been done, but like
what, tag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it has been done actually. Oh yeah, it has. Of course, Dusty and Dustin.
Okay.
They tagged.
Okay, but man, that'd be really cool to see.
Oh my gosh, yeah, man.
A father and son teaming, and it'll happen. And why not? It should happen.
Yeah, and Fred showed me. He told me about like Dominic's Instagram page, and I checked it out, and they actually practiced doing a double 619, and I thought that that's what was gonna happen in WrestleMania, and I'm sure maybe that's what was supposed to actually happen, but yeah. It's fine. It's cool, but that would have been so nice to see Dominic do that, and it adds an extra element to like Ray's character. We all know that he's a family man, but now he has this son who's kind of like who he's grooming, you know, to be the next like I don't want to say the next Ray, but just keep the tradition, I guess.
We have years and years of Dominic to see.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll turn on his dad maybe 10 years from now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that'd be so cool.
He could pull it off with his size, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on. That'd be a good story.
Yeah, and a father and son story. It'll definitely be told.
The next match is Michael Cole. The big dog. Like, he always does. Like, it makes me cringe every time. Like, Michael. Like, it doesn't...
I love it.
It doesn't sound natural, man. Like,
I love it.
It feels like it's something that you're told to, like... how to say it. You gotta say it like this.
He probably is told to say it.
I know, but it's not coming from it doesn't sound genuine. But,
I like it.
It was Roman Reigns against Drew McIntyre, and the match was how I thought it was gonna be. It was pretty cool to see Roman Reigns not get booed out of the building. You know, like he still got a few boos because it's like a New York crowd, you know, but it was like more like half and half. But it wasn't this like, boo, get out of our WrestleMania, you know. And it also does help that it's not like the main event.
Yeah, I think it was a great match. They needed someone to fight Roman since he was ready to go.
Yeah.
So Drew McIntyre, I'm glad he had his moment. But Roman came out on top, and I was excited to see that.
Yeah, and I also like Drew's entrance. You see that with the bagpipes, kind of.
Oh, yes. That
was really cool.
Yes.
Because I felt like some of the entrances weren't as the matches that we talked about, like the United States and like the Usos, and like we didn't get that grand WrestleMania entrance yet. And then I think Drew was like, "Oh, there you go. There's an entrance."
Yeah.
Because they have fireworks and all that, but I was like, oh, that's special.
Yeah, a couple of the matches had entrances with like I'm trying to see what entrance had people down the ramp.
Batista,
okay.
He had that entrance.
That's cool. That's cool. I love it. I love the entrances.
Yeah. But yeah, the match was what I expected it to be. It was heavy impact. Yeah. I mean, nothing surprised me. How about you?
No, I was just happy to see it. I know fans in attendance were like, these guys look the same. They don't look the same, and they do the same move sets.
Oh, they definitely don't do the same move sets, in my opinion.
Well, they have like a select number of moves,
Yeah.
3 or 4 moves apiece.
That's what I like.
And this is just coming from fans. This isn't me talking,
yeah.
but I enjoyed seeing them out there.
And that's why I told you in the last episode I didn't want to see them against each other because it would be nice to like build Drew and then build Roman, have them both be dominant and not have one to job against the job to the other person. Sure. But it's cool. Like Roman needed that bully, needed that whole another obstacle to overcome. So it was fine. It was a fine match. Next was Triple H against Batista. And did you watch Batista's entrance?
Yeah, man. But, I was telling fans in attendance, I would have loved to have seen, if Hunter ever does, anything goes match, I'd love to see him do it against Austin. I'd love to see Austin do one more match. But some of the fans were saying, oh, Austin can't go. But I love seeing Batista back in that spot. But if Hunter ever does anything goes match, I'd love to see him fight Austin.
That's true.
But
That's
entrance, hey,
it happens.
Stuff happens,
Happens.
And Titus and Batista are best friends.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can definitely see, Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia and Titus slid and whatever, and then Batista. But damn, man. And I love Batista's entrance. He gets in the ring. He's very he always has that swag about him. Just little things about him when he gets into the ring. His pyro. He had his pyro too.
Yes,
he
did.
His entrance.
He did.
He did. Wham! And he has that attitude, that swag, that confidence that I've always enjoyed since day one with him. And slip up happened.
Yeah.
That was
I like the match.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. I think so from what I hear from people like us that watched it enjoyed the match more than the people that was actually there. Because when you're there, I heard they didn't really get they don't really get the full experience of Triple H pulling out his nose ring.
We're working for TV.
So it didn't impact them as much as it did to the viewers at home. But I think it was smart how they did that because at the time when Triple H was about to pull his nose ring, Batista already got it covered to make sure that he's really the one that takes it off. Yeah. How do you think he cut his nose like that? Just a little small poop like that?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure, but I'm glad that story was told because I know how they're thinking. They're not working for the crowd; they're working for the people at home, the millions watching. They're trying to sell it to them. So I'm glad how they did it. I'm glad how because Hunter's he's a mastermind.
Yes.
And just him using all the weapons and tools, you don't see stuff like that.
Yeah, that was great.
And I know that's what Hunter's probably thinking. You don't see stuff like that, so let me try it, Always thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
How am I going to torture this guy for hurting my mentor?
Yeah.
So, and then to see Flair, I would have loved to see Flair bleed. I thought Flair was going to bleed.
He always bleeds,
I thought he was going to bleed
man.
or take a bump. But I know Flair's hey, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever. But I know for his health, they don't want to do anything to jeopardize that.
I get it, man.
But did you see the tan?
On
Hunter had a dynamite tan.
It's that orange glow.
Batista, the contrast was just so different, Batista was just pale white, but still looked great.
Yeah.
Hunter looked great coming back. That was his first match back, probably since Saudi Arabia.
It was.
And again, I'm a body guy. He looked great. He moved great.
Yeah.
I was very happy to see that match.
It definitely lived up to the expectations in my book.
Sure.
It was really good.
And what was the finish of the pedigree?
Oh, yeah, that was a great vision too because Ric Flair distracted Batista, and Triple H did like the Superman-esque shot like to the head with the sledgehammer,
yes.
and it looked just like a movie poster where he went to the side and he
Yeah.
leaped up, and it was like I saw that in slow motion.
Yeah.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
And of course the pedigree, but yeah, it was clean. I like it.
Yeah.
So next is probably one of your favorite match, right? The Kurt Angle farewell match.
Yeah, and people were pissed. People were pissed that it was still Baron that went in there, and I love to give people a chance. That's what it's all about. You might not like it, but just enjoy it.
Yeah,
you just enjoy it. But yeah, you're right. This was a favorite match of mine, and we hoped that he would show up. You know? And Thugonomics showed up.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. We'll talk about that. But I was proven wrong. I honestly thought it was gonna be like John Cena, a surprise match, but they went through with the Baron Corbin. But now looking back at it, I think this was the right move because, as an amazing athlete that Kurt Angle is, he's at a point in his life where he can't do a 5-star match, so they can't promote Chad Gable versus Kurt Angle because if you're gonna promote that, they're expecting a good match that Kurt Angle just can't provide at this point, So it made sense that it was Baron because Kurt Angle still had his light at WrestleMania, and he was able to work the type of match that he can work.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, I love Baron being in that spot, but if it was someone like Cena or something like that, I think he can do a little bit more with Cena, pick him up.
Yeah.
I mean, Baron's a big guy, big tall guy.
Yeah.
Someone like I know AJ and Kurt have had their match, but if they were mainly part of WrestleMania 1-on-1, I think Kurt could go for a German and then AJ lands on his feet. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
Like little cute stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not taking too much out of Angle, but stuff that they can do for Angle to elevate the match.
Sure. But yeah, Baron in there, it was back and forth, right?
Yeah, it was back and forth. And that moonsault though, huh?
Oh, yeah, that was
scary.
That was high and tight.
He landed on his forehead, dude. He kind of rubbed, he kind of had a ring burn a little bit. His forehead was red.
Goodness.
But he landed on his forehead, and it was just enough that he didn't to not break his neck. But he got really lucky with that.
And I'm pretty sure he worked on that too.
Oh, yeah.
Crash pads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, it was great to see Kurt out
there.
Yeah.
And of course, the tradition of giving back to the business.
Yeah, giving back to the business. And I was also telling fans I would have loved to have seen Velveteen Dream.
That's right.
I would have loved to have seen him in that spot.
Right.
That was a dream match of mine. Dream over, Kurt.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Or pun intended.
Yeah, and Undertaker, I suggested that. I think that would have been cool. Rest in peace, Kurt. I think they would have had a great match, because the story alone, Taker's presence.
Yeah.
And, just standing looking at each other, two OGs, that would have been an incredible moment.
Yeah. And it's really, I thought it was really cool because I felt like Kurt got all his emotions out of the way already. On Raw, he broke down and cried. I personally didn't see it, but I saw some pictures. But at WrestleMania, I just felt like he was very content. It's kind of thank you guys. Thank you for the, he got all his emotions out and he was just able to appreciate it.
And I definitely see him being maybe a trainer down in Orlando.
Oh, it has to be. Yeah.
Or a producer, and you're crazy not to pick his brain. I mean, once you're up on the roster, I'm sure people get their advice and keep it moving, but I genuinely enjoy being in his presence.
Yeah. And also, I don't know which part of the segment this goes in, but of course the John Cena and Elias segment was so fun.
I loved it. Elias, big fan of him. He did his thing on Mania.
Yes.
And then the place erupted in Hollywood at Dave & Buster's.
Oh, cool. When the Thugonomics music. Nice.
Even I popped.
And you called it out. What if he comes out with the Thugonomics music?
Yeah, man. Perfect moment. He had his hat on. Maybe WWE was watching my podcast.
Yeah, it's true,
not
right?
My podcast, our podcast.
Who knows? Maybe they were.
Yeah.
You don't know. But it's cool because he had this one line, because he did the whole Dr. Thugonomics gimmick. And he had this one line where it's like, oh, tonight it's not gonna be you're not gonna get an AA, it's gonna be an FU, which is, you know, is what his old finishing move was. And
I wonder, was that a one-time appearance?
I know, we don't know. I don't know.
But what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
One of his like opening lines. Again, I don't remember the lyrics, but one of the punchline was like, "You're about to witness John Cena turn heel," and like I popped for that, man. I was like, "Oh my god!" And like you could tell like everyone's reaction in the background, like grown men were just like, like they so excited. Yeah,
they loved it.
That's the Cena we all want, you know.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So that would be the heel version, or
I guess that's the only way he can do it. To make it still work, you know?
That's cool. Cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I love that.
I enjoyed that moment.
The next match is the IC Championship match with Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley. And I love Finn's entrance.
Yes.
That was amazing. I was really surprised WWE like put that much effort into Finn's entrance. Because at this point, I didn't think they value Finn as much anymore. But they put the production on there for him.
Yes.
With the demon character. And I was like, wow, okay, Finn.
The demon was beating the hell out of Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, it was almost like a one-sided match.
It's like, man, as big as Bobby is,
yeah,
he powerbombed his ass.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, the strength, right?
Yeah, and it looked good too.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it, but just the strength, and they look clean, like wham. But I think when you're the demon, you can do anything.
There you go. There you go.
You're indestructible, baby.
I also love Lashley's contact lens.
Yeah, what the hell is up with that?
Oh, you didn't like that? I thought it made him like look.
No, I didn't say I didn't like it, but I'm like, what the hell is up with that?
He wanted to be a little something extra for Mania, man.
It definitely was extra.
It kind of looked badass though, man. He looked like a Marvel character.
Yeah, I think so.
But I watched that match with my wife Hart, and we rarely watch matches together. But when she saw it, she's like, "Whoa! Like, I think this is the first time that I've seen this type of like fast-paced, like heavy impact match, because the way Finn was going at him was like full force, you know."
Yes.
And
see, like me back in the day, I would like when I would show my non-wrestling fans stuff. I would always show them stuff like. I would pick through matches and make sure I show them stuff that like looked like believable and real, and that's something that I would probably show my friends, my non-wrestling fans.
You know what? The first match I showed Hart.
First match ever?
Yeah, that I showed Hart.
What?
The Rock versus Goldberg. And of course that was a cartoon match, you know, like as soon as Goldberg like shoved the Rock and the Rock did a backflip, Hart was like, all right, what the hell is this?
I'm trying to see what match I would have showed Hart. Maybe Eddie and Kurt, you know?
Oh yeah,
I would have showed her
sure.
one of those Matt classics.
Yeah, that's true, man. But yeah, I'm glad Finn got his WrestleMania win. That was his first win.
The first win?
Yeah, because he lost against The Miz and Seth Rollins last time.
Okay.
But it was pretty cool. Like
last year when he had the LGBTQ
That's
entrance,
right. That's right.
That broke my heart,
I
right?
know, man. I know. But look at you now, getting the Vanguard Award, right?
Yes, baby. Let's keep it moving.
You know. And then, last but not least, we had the freaking main events.
This was one of my mom's favorite matches.
Yeah, she covered it all.
She just loves the divas. Not the divas.
All.
See, where's the jar?
No.
You don't call them divas. The women.
Dude,
they were bleeding all over the place. Did you see like the cuts and stuff?
Becky's elbow that rubbed on Rousey's thigh, right?
It wasn't Charlotte bleeding?
I think inside her mouth, right? A little bit, or no?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved it because I had some friends in attendance that one was a wrestling fan back in the day, the Attitude Era, and the other one had never watched the show before. So I'm glad that there was some blood there. So I'm sitting next to them and I can be like, yeah, motherfucker, this shit's real. This shit's real. It's still real to me, baby.
Oh yeah, man. I love Charlotte's entrance, man. The helicopter was such an OG Ric Flair move.
Yeah, again, I was talking to the fans. I'm like, what the hell is this going on? I look at the screen. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about, baby. If you're going to go big, that's how you go big.
I remember, but I was like, man, like, she should have just, like, did that and went straight to her entrance. You know, I think that would have been, like, more, like, powerful. But like, you know, like they had that and then they went to Ronda's and then went back to her. But it would have been so smooth if it was just like her. Like we all know that, you know, it's probably like filmed before, but I don't care. Like it would have been
You
just
think
nice.
it was filmed before, or you think it was live? It could have been live, bro.
I mean, it could have been live. You're right. But I think knowing, who am I saying? What am I talking about? I don't know WWE. But like, just to be like, I would imagine like WWE don't want to risk that.
Sure.
So like, you know, it would be more safe for them to film that part ahead of time, so they have kind of like the Goldust Roddy Piper.
Sure.
You know, like just to make sure that's good to go and no botches or whatever. But
Sure.
yeah, I think it would have been so clean if it was just like her getting off the helicopter, do that pose, red carpet, her music hits, and go straight to the ring. But all entrances was great, and yeah, man, the match was good. I believe every single.
I wonder how long it was. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some time.
Maybe 15 minutes. You think?
Yeah, I think that was just enough. Just enough.
There were some. All of them had the emotions there. Everything was believable. There were some like spots that Ronda did that was kind of like messy. Like a lot of the like knee shots. Like I don't know, it was supposed to be knee shots. Like I didn't get what she was going
baby,
for.
It's not supposed to look pretty.
Yeah, it was very like I don't know how to say it, like grungy, I guess, but
a little unorthodox.
Unorthodox, yeah, man. Yeah, it was great. I think a lot of people including myself, are confused with the finish. There's a lot of conspiracy theories with that finish.
Yeah, what was the finish? Was it someone's shoulder?
Ronda was going for, I think she calls her finishing move the Piper's Pit, like kind of like that version of that angle slam. But then Becky ended up turning it to where Ronda's shoulders were pinned to the ground.
Yes.
And it was like a 1, 2, 3. But okay, I think for one, it wasn't a big impact for the people that was there. Like you see everyone's reaction in the audience, like, wait, what just happened? Oh, that was 3? Oh, you know, I mean, like they were happy that Becky won, but it wasn't a clear like win. It was very like fast. So in my opinion, I don't know what was supposed to happen, but in my opinion, I feel like that was supposed to happen. But watching it live, I could have sworn I saw Ronda's shoulder not being on the mat on the 1 count.
And they didn't make a big deal about that at all? Or
I mean, I didn't really read into
the
commentary on that for much, but like me watching it live, when she did that, when they counted 1, I could have sworn her shoulders weren't on the mat yet, and it was like 2, 3, and that's when it was on the mat. And I tried watching it this morning, and they cut to a different angle, and it only showed the other angle for the 2 and 3 count where her shoulder was on the mat. So, in my opinion, I think that's how it was supposed to end, but I just think Ronda's shoulder was supposed to be on the mat for the 3 count.
Yeah.
But there's also other people believing that like that wasn't, Ronda was supposed to kick out, and it was supposed to be Becky making Charlotte tap out to make Ronda look strong, and then build that storyline of Ronda like, you never beat me at Mania. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either, man. I don't know.
But it was like when I saw that, I was like, oh, is that supposed to happen? And a lot of people were like, they wanted like this big moment too, that was a clear win. Like, you know, it's kind of to me, it was kind of like watching Us, the movie Us, where like, I know it's a great movie, but like, I don't think I'm smart enough to get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many layers, and it brings up discussions and like gets people talking about it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I think Becky winning was the right call. I think that was great. That's what
So
everyone
are the titles
wanted.
unified or what?
They didn't specify on
we
that.
don't know, huh?
It was winner take all, so she's holding 2 belts. We don't know. We'll find out, I guess, on Raw.
Also, maybe they'll have a ladder match, right?
Yeah, maybe. But it would make sense if it's unified, if the tag team championship is like unified, right? Like they go to Raw or SmackDown. There's also rumors that the brand split is gonna be done because SmackDown signed a deal with Fox, and it's gonna be 3 hours long. And I think to make it work, maybe they need all superstars instead of just like half and half. I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself that might be what's going on.
Wow, yeah, they have a lot of superstars to begin with.
And it's not going to be on Tuesday. SmackDown's going to go back on Friday. But I'm sure it's going to be taped on Tuesday, you know.
And from what I'm hearing, AEW could have a deal in September.
Oh, nice.
Could have a deal in September, and they could be on Tuesdays, I believe.
That'd be amazing if it was on Monday, right?
Oh,
The Monday Night Wars.
Exactly.
That'd be amazing, man.
Exactly. But we didn't. NXT. We didn't watch NXT, huh?
No, I didn't see any of the takeover stuff.
Yeah, a lot of fans in attendance were asking me if I had saw that. I was like, no, I haven't seen it, but I heard NXT was off the hook. Mm-hmm. The New Japan show at MSG was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, wrestling was crazy in the Northeast.
Oh my gosh. And I also heard that NXT takeover, they had a little like send away to like Ricochet and Aleister Black for NXT. Because I guess they're going to be full blown on the main roster. So they did a little like thank you type of thing. Because on WWE, there's this picture of like Triple H going like this to like Ricochet and Aleister Black, and Aleister Black kind of like has his shoulder on Hunter like that. Father and son type of relationship. But I didn't see any of the NXT takeover stuff, but I'll take a look at it.
We're just strictly WWE, huh?
Yeah, I guess 80%.
80%.
Yeah,
huh? I gotta start doing more homework.
But I think if we were to, I know somewhat what's going on NXT. I want to say like 50%. I'm not like following it like too closely, but
man, I haven't watched the show. I'm just busy.
Sure.
I would love to watch a show. I think we'll have to maybe check some stuff out one day. But,
I think if we were to watch it, like we'd actually get fully hooked, like wanted to keep know what's going on.
I think you're right.
Even because without fully watching it, full episode every week, there's obviously wrestlers that I know that's like over and I think are really good. Obviously, I watched NXT TakeOver live in Arizona and that was amazing. But like tag teams like Street Profits, I think they're great. I don't know if you saw, but they did a little like Harlem Heat tribute when they had that Harlem Heat singlet a little bit. Okay. Which is really cool. I think NXT, we need to get more into that because I think we're missing out.
NXT, AEW.
Oh yeah, AEW.
Just wrestling in general.
Yeah, man.
Wrestling in general.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about. We love this business.
No, I know.
But now next WrestleMania. Wait, we have WrestleMania. What's the next pay-per-view? Come on,
is it
brother.
TLC?
Oh,
is it TLC? Yeah.
Okay, TLC, baby. What's gonna happen there?
Who knows? We'll find out. Again, maybe the double women's championship. For the ladders match.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, and next year's WrestleMania, they're already promoting that in Tampa.
Tampa, Florida. Yeah. I think we should definitely go to that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Actually, be there.
Yeah, we could have done it this year, but stuff came up. But definitely next year would be really cool. Really cool.
I love the theme. It's like a pirate theme. Did you see the logo?
Yeah, I saw that. I guess it's cool, right?
Better than the Caesar's Palace.
And eventually I think we'll have Caesar Palace. I like Caesar's Palace, man.
Yeah, and I'm saying they're gonna go to the same heavy theme route. Then sure, why not make it a pirate theme?
And eventually we'll have Titus on here.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be a great way for him to kind of possibly end his career. Tampa, Florida.
Oh yeah.
WrestleMania. Yeah. And then going to coaching or doing whatever it is that he wants to do. If he's going to eventually give it up.
Yeah.
Because when we were together, he was like, "I got one more year in this. I got one more year."
He keeps saying that. He's like Sting.
Yeah. Yep. Anytime he holds this up, that means one more year. So definitely get his 2 cents on. It'd be a great way to go out. Mm-hmm. Him and Roman Reigns are gonna be. I love to see him and Roman Reigns WrestleMania next year.
Imagine that. You never know, man. With Kofi, come on.
Titus got a lot of pull.
Yeah.
Titus got a lot of pull.
Never know.
And Roman lives in Tampa, so it won't be a hard drive for him.
There you go.
So we should definitely do WrestleMania in Tampa.
And I quickly want to touch that this year's WrestleMania. I love the layout of how it looks. Because usually these WrestleManias, the entrance, they have this big little sets of the Titantron. Yes. But this year, people can say that it was kind of like a downgrade or whatever, but I enjoy that it was just one big screen. And they're able to do whatever they want with that screen. Yeah. Because they didn't really have a set. No. It was literally just a big ass screen. Mm-hmm. And they had the WrestleMania logo and that was it. Pretty basic, but it worked. It didn't take away from the production of it. Sure. Yeah. Well, that was WrestleMania 35 in the books, man.
WrestleMania 35, and there will be many WrestleManias to come, and hopefully we can go to next year's and continue with Pro and Bro Wrestling.
And we're recording this on Monday, so I'm super excited to see what's going to go down tonight, because we all know the Raw after WrestleMania is the biggest Raw of the year, and it's technically like the new year for the WWE.
It's a new year,
season.
New season.
Yeah.
Maybe some releases.
Oh, no.
You never know.
Oh, Dean wasn't even in the show, man. So
Dean,
we'll see what goes on with him.
I asked. I wasn't too sure if he was going to be on the show. And I said, oh, is Dean on the show?
Yeah.
And I guess he wasn't on the show.
No.
Is he going to AEW or...
Who knows?
Or is he just done with wrestling?
I don't know, man.
Fans were telling me that my girl, Renee Young... wants maybe out of her contract. No, I mean, I don't know. These are just fans telling me this stuff. I don't look at the dirt sheets. Honestly, I just don't.
It's kind of fun though.
I mean, I just don't.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
If you read them and like you find out information, then I'm like, oh yeah, maybe that will happen. Maybe that won't happen.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
My mom likes the dirt sheets.
Oh yeah, she sounds like it.
Yeah, she likes to. I said, Mom, where do you get your information from? She's like, oh, I get it from the Bleacher Report.
Yeah, we had that discussion. We were like talking, where do you get yours from? I'm like, oh, what culture, Cultaholics. She's like, oh, I get it from this. They're the most resourceful. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to us on our YouTube channel and also on iTunes, and follow us on our Instagram, Pro and Bro Wrestling. Again, all the links will be on the description box down below. Anything you want to say?
I think you said it all.
That's always how we end it.
I think you said it all, brother. Hey, when it's time to take it home, right, Titus O'Neil?
Yeah.
When it's time to take it home, it's time to take it home, big man. You maggot!
Oh, man, that was great. Block the hate, salute the great. I even stole your line, man.